Look at where you are right now. Look at the exhaustion settled deep in your bones, the fatigue that sleep no longer cures. You have spent years being the good man. You have spent years swallowing your pride, silencing your needs, and offering your neck to the world in the hopes that if you sacrificed enough, if you bled enough, if you gave until you were hollow, they would finally crown you for your virtue. But they didn't, did they? They took, they consumed, and when you were empty, they looked for the next full vessel to drain. They lied to you. From the moment you could understand language, society, teachers, and moralists have whispered a poison into your ear disguised as a cure. They told you that self-sacrifice is the highest form of honor. They told you that to burn yourself to keep others warm is the duty of a righteous man. But morality without power is not righteousness. It is merely submission. They want you tired because a tired man does not rebel. They want you drained because a drained man is easy to herd. They do not admire your martyrdom. They rely on it to fuel their own comfort. The world is not a nursery. It is a landscape of predators and prey, of wolves and sheep, of those who command and those who obey. Niccolò Machiavelli saw this truth centuries ago, stripping away the decorative lies of civilization to reveal the raw mechanics of power underneath. He did not write for the servants who beg for scraps. He wrote for the princes who carve their names into history. And the secret he whispered in the shadows of the court is the same secret you must learn today if you wish to survive. Power does not come to those who wait for permission. It comes to those who crown themselves. You cannot save a kingdom if the king is broken. You cannot protect your lineage if you are too weak to lift your sword. Every time you apologize for your strength, you are sharpening the blade of the enemy, who will one day hold it against your throat. The era of the apologetic man ends now. You are about to rewrite the operating system of your mind. We are going to dismantle the programming of the slave and install the code of the sovereign. Listen closely, for we are walking into the dark, and only those with the will to rule themselves will make it out the other side. Number 1. The sovereign state of one. You must undergo a fundamental shift in how you view your own existence. Stop seeing yourself as a disposable resource, a mere man subject to the whims of the collective. You must begin to view yourself as a state. You are a sovereign entity, a nation of one, an empire of flesh, will, and intellect. The first and most immutable law of any state, of any nation that wishes to endure history, is survival. If the state collapses, the laws, the culture, and the people within it perish. It is the same with you. If you collapse, if your mental, physical, or emotional infrastructure crumbles under the weight of others' demands, then everything you built, everyone you protect, and every legacy you hope to leave turns to dust. Nations do not fall because they were too selfish. They fall because they overextended. They bled their treasuries dry for foreign wars, and they neglected the fortification of their own borders. You are doing the same. When you prioritize your own preservation, the world will scream, selfishness. Let them scream. Their accusations are merely the tantrums of parasites, realizing their host is no longer willing to feed them. The man who puts himself first is not operating out of vanity. He is operating out of supreme strategy. He is hoarding his energy, preserving his will, and fortifying his mind so that when he does choose to act, he acts with the devastating force of a tidal wave, not the weak trickle of a drying stream. Machiavelli knew that power radiates from the center outward. If the core is rot, the edges will wither. By claiming your time and energy as non-negotiable assets, you are not withdrawing from the world. You are ensuring that you have the strength to command it. You are building a fortress. Only when the walls are high, the granaries are full, and the gates are secure do you decide who is worthy of entry. This is the only way to survive in a world of wolves. must become the iron that breaks the tooth. Understand that your health, your focus, and your growth are the pillars of your empire. They are not to be traded for approval. They are not to be chipped away to make others feel comfortable. When you apologize for taking care of yourself, you are apologizing for existing. Stop it. A king does not beg forgiveness for sitting on the throne. He defends it because he knows that without him, the kingdom falls into chaos. You are the engine. If the engine burns out, the machine stops. The world will not thank you for your burnout. They will simply step over your corpse to find the next man foolish enough to set himself on fire. Self-prioritization is your duty. It is the solemn obligation you have to your potential. Govern yourself first. Rule your own instincts. Protect your own borders and secure your own crown. Only then do you possess something real enough to give and strong enough to matter. Number 2, the weaponization of mercy. We must reconstruct your understanding of kindness. In your current state, your kindness is likely a reflex, a desperate fawn response designed to placate potential aggressors. You are nice because you are afraid of conflict. You are generous because you fear rejection. But listen to the brutal truth. Mercy without teeth is not a virtue. It is bait. It signals to every predator in your vicinity that you are soft, that you are pliable, and that you can be harvested without consequence. Machiavelli understood that benevolence is only real when it is backed by the capacity for violence. If you are harmless, your peaceful nature is not a moral choice. It is a biological necessity. You are not a pacifist. You are a victim in waiting. The world does not respect the man who bends for everyone. They use him as a stepping stone, wiping the mud from their boots on his back as they climb higher. However, the dynamic shifts entirely when the man in question carries visible steel. When you have cultivated the ability to say no with absolute finality, when you have established that you are capable of emotional or social ruthlessness when crossed, then your mercy becomes a rare and high-value currency. When a lion rests calmly next to a lamb, it is a display of power, not submission, because the lion knows it could end the lamb at any moment. Your kindness must be the same. It must be a choice you make from a position of surplus strength, not a tribute you pay from a position of fear. You must build leverage, competence, wealth, physical dominance, social articulate power. These are your teeth. Once you have teeth, you owe no one softness. You simply choose to dispense it when it serves your strategy. This creates a psychological shift in those around you. When they realize that your favor is not a default setting but a reward for their good conduct, they begin to seek it. They begin to value it. You train the world how to treat you by what you tolerate and what you reward. If you give your mercy away for free, you devalue it to the point of worthlessness. But if you withhold it, if you are cold and stoic until someone earns your warmth, that warmth feels like the sun breaking through a winter storm. It becomes addictive. This is dark psychology in its purest form. Benevolence without the threat of enforcement is merely camouflage for cowardice. Forge your kindness on the anvil of power. Let your silence be heavy. Let your potential for coldness be known. Only then will your smile be seen as a gift rather than an invitation to be devoured. Number 3, the void of controlled coldness in a world that is constantly screaming, vomiting emotions and reacting to every slight. The man who masters the art of detachment becomes a god. Detachment is not about feeling nothing. It is about feeling everything and being controlled by none of it. It is strategic coldness. The average man is a slave to his biochemistry. Someone insults him, he gets angry. Someone praises him, he gets giddy. Someone ignores him, he gets desperate. He is a puppet, and the world holds the strings, jerking him around with predictable stimuli. You must cut the strings. You must cultivate a controlled coldness that acts as a shield against manipulation. When you cannot be triggered, you cannot be controlled. This strategic detachment makes you dangerously unpredictable. Humans are social creatures who rely on feedback loops. They push you to see how you move. If you don't move, if you don't react, if you offer them nothing but a mirror of silence, they panic. They project their own insecurities into the void you have created. By withdrawing your immediate emotional reaction, you force others to lean in, to over-explain, to reveal their cards while you hold yours tight against your chest. Attention is the most valuable currency of the modern age, and most men spend it like drunken sailors. They flood women, bosses, and friends with unearned attention, diluting their own value. You must hoard your attention like gold dust. Become scarce. Scarcity creates value. This is the fundamental law of economics applied to the human soul. If you are always available, always smiling, always nodding, you are common. Common things are cheap. But the man who is selective, who speaks only when necessary, who rewards only when deserved, becomes a prize. Strategic detachment allows you to observe the chessboard while others are arguing over pawns. Emotions cloud strategy. They are the fog of war. When you remain cold, the fog clears. You see the hidden motives, the subtle lies, the traps being laid. You calculate while they drown in impulse. Adopt the mantra, I move first, I win. But to move first, you must be still enough to see the opening. Do not confuse this coldness with cruelty. Cruelty is a waste of energy. It is an emotional reaction. Coldness is conservation. It is the refusal to invest your soul in things that do not pay a return. Withdraw, observe, decide, and then strike with surgical precision. Number 4, reputation as armor. Before you ever enter a room, your reputation has already arrived. It has taken a seat, poured a drink, and whispered in the ears of everyone present. It determines whether they look at you with respect, fear, or dismissal. Reputation is not merely a vanity metric. It is a functional piece of armor in the wars of life. In the Machiavellian worldview, what people believe about you is often more consequential than the truth. A man who is actually weak but is believed to be strong will often triumph without a fight, while a strong man believed to be weak will be tested constantly. You must take control of this narrative with the obsession of a master propagandist. Most men accidentally build a reputation of harmlessness because they are desperate to be liked. They overshare their flaws, they make self-deprecating jokes to lower the tension, and they try to appear relatable. This is a fatal error. Power is not built on relatability. It is built on distance and awe. You must curate the story that is told about you when you are not there. This requires a discipline of silence. Never explain yourself more than necessary. A king who constantly explains his decrees is essentially asking for permission. Let your results speak so loudly that your voice is unnecessary. Let there be a mystery to you. People should wonder how deep your influence goes, how sharp your intellect really is, and how much you truly know. That uncertainty is a weapon. It makes enemies hesitate. Build your reputation layer by layer. Show reliability, but not predictability. Be the man who delivers on his word with terrifying consistency, but whose methods and next moves remain obscured. If you are attacked, if your reputation is slandered, do not whine. Repair it ruthlessly. Counterattack with facts, or better yet, with success so undeniable that the slander looks ridiculous. Your reputation is a fortress. If you let the walls crumble, the invasion is inevitable. Wear your reputation like a suit of armor before you go to war, and you will find that many battles are won simply because the enemy looked at you and decided you were too costly to fight. Number 5, fortifications and gates. The modern world preaches boundaries, but they imagine boundaries as lines in the sand, easily crossed and easily redrawn. A sovereign man does not draw lines in the sand. walls of stone. Boundaries are fortifications. They are the physical and psychological structures that define where you end and where the rest of the world begins. Most men have porous boundaries. They have moats filled with apologies and gates that are falling off the hinges. They let guilt walk right through the front door. They let obligation sleep in their bed. You must become the architect of a closed system. A wall without a gate is a prison, but a wall with a gate that you control is a kingdom. This means your no must be absolute. When you set a boundary, whether it is regarding your time, the tone of voice you will accept, or the favors you will grant, you must enforce it with the dispassionate force of gravity. If someone crosses the line, you do not negotiate. You correct. You withdraw. You punish the infraction by removing your presence. Machiavelli taught that it is better to be feared than loved, but boundaries are the intersection of both. People may not love your boundaries, but they will respect the man who holds them. Paradoxically, the harder you are to access, the more people value the access they get. If a resource is infinite, it has zero marginal value. If you are always available, you are valueless. By enforcing strict boundaries, you are artificially creating scarcity for your own presence. You are training the world to treat you like a rare commodity. When you finally say yes, it feels like a victory for them. They treasure your time because they know how hard it was to get. Do not justify your walls. Do not explain why the gate is closed. The gate is closed because you are the king, and the king is occupied. This is the essence of authority. Without boundaries, you are not a ruler. You are merely a public space, trampled by anyone who decides to walk through. Number 6. The monopoly of vital resources. The greatest trick ever played on the common man was convincing him that money is the only resource that matters. While he chases coins, he bleeds out the true currencies of empire: time, energy, and focus. These are the raw materials of power. If you are bankrupt in focus, your money is useless. If you are destitute in energy, your ambition is a hallucination. Machiavelli understood that to control the board, you must monopolize the resources that sustain the game. Most men are reckless spendthrifts with their life force. They give hours to mindless entertainment. They pour energy into arguments that change nothing, and they scatter their focus across 1,000 trivialities until they are diluted to nothingness. You must guard your calendar like a jealous lover. Every request for your time is a request for a piece of your life that you will never get back. Treat it with the hostility it deserves. Every yes to a minor request is a no to your own empire. You must become a miser of your own energy. Stop leaking vitality into people who are black holes, sucking you dry to fill their own voids. Cut them off. The sensation of guilt you feel is just the programming of the slave trying to reassert itself. Ignore it. Your focus is a laser. If it is dispersed, it creates only warmth. If it is concentrated, it cuts through steel. Monopolize your focus. Engage only in battles that advance your position. Invest only in alliances that bring a return on investment. This is not about being busy. It is about being effective. The sovereign man is often less busy than the servant, but his actions carry the weight of mountains because they are concentrated. Guard your sleep, for a tired mind is a dull blade. Guard your diet, for a poisoned body is a crumbling wall. Guard your mental space, for what you allow into your mind becomes the furniture of your soul. When you command your resources, you become untouchable because you cannot be drained. You operate from a surplus, while the world operates from a deficit. I move first. I win. Why? Because while they are scrambling to find the energy to start, you are already finishing the race. Number 7. Asymmetric warfare. Abandon the notion of the fair fight. Fairness is a concept invented by the weak to restrain the strong. In the real world, In the unforgiving arena of dark psychology and power dynamics, the only thing that matters is the outcome. Machiavelli and the great strategists of history knew that you never wrestle with a pig. You both get dirty, but the pig enjoys it. You do not engage in symmetrical warfare, where you trade blow for blow, argument for argument, hour for hour. That is a game of attrition, and it is a game for fools. You must master the art of the asymmetric move. This means applying leverage where the enemy is weakest. It means using intelligence against brute force, silence against noise, and patience against haste. When someone tries to drag you into a shouting match, they are inviting you to a symmetrical battle. If you shout back, you have already lost, because you have accepted their frame. The asymmetric move is to stare at them in total silence until they crumble under the weight of their own awkwardness. It is to shift the battlefield to a domain where you are the master. Great rulers do not win by exhausting themselves. They win by arranging the conditions so that their enemies exhaust themselves. Let others run around in a panic while you wait. Let them reveal their plans while you conceal yours. Asymmetry is about doing the unexpected. When they expect you to be greedy, be generous. When they expect you to be aggressive, be painfully polite. This disrupts their OODA loop, their ability to observe, orient, decide, and act. While they are trying to figure out what you are doing, you have already struck. Always look for the angle, the lever, the trapdoor. Never walk through the front gate when the side door is unlocked. Win without wrestling. Let the gravity of your strategy do the work that your muscles would otherwise have to do. Number 8, the duality of mask and mirror. To navigate the corridors of power, you must become a master of duality. You need 2 distinct tools, the mask and the mirror. The mask is the interface you present to the world. It is a crafted persona, a curated avatar designed to elicit specific reactions. The world claims to want authenticity, but they are lying. They are terrified of raw truth. They want a leader who looks like a leader, who sounds like a leader, who embodies certainty even when the world is chaotic. If you show them your fear, your doubt, and your confusion, they will not comfort you. They will replace you. Your mask must be impermeable. It creates a necessary distance. It allows you to smile at your enemies while plotting their downfall. It allows you to feign ignorance while gathering intelligence. It is not lying, it is acting. And all great power is a performance. You must control your face, your tone, and your body language with the discipline of a thespian. However, the mask is dangerous. If you wear it too long, it can fuse to your face. You can begin to believe your own propaganda. This is where the mirror comes in. The mirror is the instrument of brutal self-reflection. While you deceive the world, you must never deceive yourself. You must stare into the mirror and see your own ugliness, your own weakness, your own capacity for evil, and your own tactical failures. You must audit yourself with a cold, forensic eye. Where did I lose control? Where was I emotional? Where was I naive? The mirror prevents the arrogance that topples empires. It keeps you grounded in reality, while your mask operates in the realm of perception. Mask for the them, mirror for you. If you lose the mask, you are vulnerable. If you lose the mirror, you are delusional. But if you master both, you are a sorcerer. You control the illusion without falling for it. You project perfection while fixing the cracks in the foundation that no one else can see. Number 9, loyalty engineered. Stop looking for loyalty like it is a hidden treasure waiting to be found. Loyalty is not found, it is built. It is an architectural structure, not a feeling. Weak men rely on the sentimental idea that people will stay by their side because of love or friendship. But history is a graveyard of kings who were betrayed by those they loved. Machiavelli warned us. People are fickle, driven by self-interest and fear. They will be loyal only as long as loyalty is the most profitable or safest option available to them. You must engineer loyalty by designing a system of incentives and deterrence. You must create an environment where standing beside you offers the greatest reward and betraying you guarantees the greatest suffering. This is the concept of golden handcuffs and iron chains. Your allies must see that their rise is inextricably linked to your rise. If you fall, they must know they will fall harder. This aligns their selfishness with your survival. It is not cynical, it is secure. Furthermore, you must be a man who remembers. Cultivate a reputation for having an elephant's memory. Remember every act of loyalty and reward it visibly, publicly, and generously. Let the world see that serving you leads to prosperity. Conversely, remember every betrayal. You do not need to seek immediate revenge. That is emotional. But you must ensure that betrayal is never cost-free. If people see that they can cross you without consequence, they will do it again. If they see that loyalty is ignored, they will stop offering it. Distribute your loyalty carefully. Do not give it to everyone. Make people earn it. When you make your approval a ladder that must be climbed, you ensure that the people around you are striving, working, and dedicated. Engineer the structure and the feelings will follow. Number 10. Crown inward, steel outward. We arrive at the final and highest law. This is the synthesis of all that came before. Power is not an accessory you put on. It is a standard you live by. You must adopt the posture of crown inward, steel outward. The crown inward is your internal governance. It is the absolute monarchy you establish over your own mind. In the throne room of your skull, there is no democracy. You do not vote on whether to be disciplined. You do not debate with your lazy impulses. You command them. You execute the habits that weaken you. You banish the thoughts that distract you. You are the king of your own consciousness. This internal dominion is invisible to others, but they feel its effects. They feel the steel outward. This is the projection of that inner order into the physical world. It is the unshakable aura of a man who cannot be bought, bullied, or rattled. It is the untouchable standard. When you live by a code that is stricter than anything society could impose on you, you become immune to society's criticism. How can they judge you when you have already judged yourself and found yourself wanting only perfection? You must become inevitable. Your word must be iron. Your schedule must be law. Your presence must be heavy. When crown inward meets steel outward, you cease to be a person and become a force of nature. People do not argue with gravity. They adjust to it. You want them to adjust to you. This is the pinnacle of the Machiavellian ideal. A man who rules himself so completely that the world has no choice but to let him rule them. You do not need to demand respect. Your standard demands it for you. You do not need to beg for authority. Your existence radiates it. This is the path. It is not easy. It is cold. It is lonely at times. And it requires the death of the boy you used to be. The sheep will not understand you. They will call you cold. They will call you arrogant. They will call you too much. Let them. They are bleating from the safety of the herd, unaware that the slaughterhouse waits for them all. You have chosen the path of the wolf, the path of the sovereign. Carve this creed into the walls of your mind. I move first, I win. Say it, comment it, brand it into your subconscious. When you hesitate, you die. When you wait for permission, you starve. But when you move first, with strategy, with boundaries, with the mask and the mirror, you win. The crown is not given, it is taken. The throne is empty, waiting for the man with the spine to sit in it. Rule yourself, and you will rule everything around you. Abandon yourself, and you are nothing but food. The choice is yours. The war is endless, but so is your potential. Sharpen your steel. The world is waiting to be conquered.